I'm Ashton Addison from EventChain for Investmentpitch Media and the Crypto Coin Show. And today on Blockchain Interviews, we have Li Jun, the founder of SAGA Protocol and the founder of Ontology. Welcome, Li. It's a pleasure to have you here at the show today.
Yeah, hi, Nathan. Nice to be here and glad to talk about SAGA and Ontology Protocol.
Definitely, and I'd love to just kick it off with a little bit of your background in the space and how you came to found Ontology and SAGA.
Yeah. Actually, I joined the blockchain industry maybe 6 years ago, and I do a lot of technical research at the time in a very big financial institution for blockchain technology. I just realized the technology is not kind of only for digital currency. They actually impact a lot of business model. Those kind of build a new trust mechanism or model will reform or kind of revolution for lots of business solutions. They can be decentralized. Mm-hmm. So that's why I began to join the full time to build a startup, to build a blockchain protocol, to actually it's more focused on decentralized identity, data, and the new trust mechanism.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's great. And now Ontology, many people are familiar with it, and we'll dive into the details and how that incorporates into SAGA in a bit here. But if you could kick off, what are the main solutions that SAGA Protocol is providing to the blockchain space, and why did you find that you needed to bring those solutions to the market?
Okay, this is actually based on Ontology's public blockchain, actually more focused on decentralized identity and data. That means actually most different public blockchains, they have a different specific field. Like Ethereum actually is kind of digital asset ledger. There is more focus on digital assets. Of course, the DeFi is also the scenarios around the digital assets. But since still have other scenarios for example, decentralized identity data, they maybe need a different blockchain as infrastructure. Ontology is for that. But only protocol and infrastructure is not enough. We need more protocols to help people to become a service product. SAGA is to focus on how people can use a decentralized approach to exchange data and also do the cooperation based on the data process. For example, data private, data source, and data analysis, data tools, and also data the requirements and the consumers they can use. They're based on that without third party. They can do any kind of decentralized cooperation. So SAGA protocol with Ontology blockchain, they will provide two important things. One is a decentralized mechanism that people to build those kind of cooperation. Another is can link as a connector, link different data source and data private to do that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So SAGA works directly on the Ontology blockchain. I was also reading about that the technology can work with other blockchains as well. Is that true? And can you tell me about that?
Yes, sure. Since Ontology, for example, Ontology's decentralized identity protocol, they actually have this kind of universal identity protocol. If you notice that, you can find Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain, and also the new chain Polkadot, because Polkadot still not be online. All those kind of decentralized identity protocol is private by Ontology right now, especially for example, Binance Chain. The Ontology is owning decentralized identity protocol private. All those protocol on different blockchain, they still can be do the interoperation together to private identity and data exchange protocols. And also they have a basic same backend service, and the infrastructure also can reuse for the tools like the personal data wallet. So SAGA will definitely cover different blockchain, even traditional centralized system.
Oh, that's great. And how long has your team been working on SAGA now, and when did it launch?
Yeah, SAGA, Ontology already focused on this part is 3 years, more than 3 years. And SAGA is launched 1.5 years. We already built the basic protocol already be done, and also build a decentralized data exchange market already been launched half years ago. And a lot of data source already, data set already be there. And we plan to formally launch the protocol and the project as a decentralized project earlier this year, maybe in the Q2, and hope more and more third-party partners, external partners, and external users will come in.
That's great. And I was reading in the SAGA articles about, part of the industry is that there's been a lot of hacks, and especially in DeFi, in early stage projects, there's been exit scams and there's vulnerabilities in contracts. Is that something that SAGA helps with, and how does that help?
Yeah, SAGA also, if they can build the data exchange, also can build a new trust mechanism. That's especially in blockchain industry. A lot of trust are not provided by centralized organization like governments or big company or enterprise. It's actually provided by community. That means they can build a new reputation system. Also new kinds of like the fishman mechanism. People can to figure out the data is true or not. Maybe some code is true or not. They can get rewards. They got the incentive for those kind of behavior. Of course, other kind of the private the data, they have stake in the token or other kind of valuable assets. They also have a slash mechanism or other kind of mechanism, I can design or business model to catch that. That is common process. They can people to build a kind of reputation mechanism based on community, people by people. Yeah.
Yeah, and that leads me to inquire about, is there a SAGA token and cryptocurrency that integrates into this ecosystem? And if it is needed, why is it needed, and is it sustainable?
Yeah, a decentralized mechanism token almost is have to this kind of mandatory things. And SAGA will reuse what just I mentioned, reusable ontology, the governance mechanism as well. That means the token can be used to confirm or help for the decentralized governance, and also can help for private data. For example, you are data private, you have your token to confirm you will not have bad behavior. They also will have an incentive for those people to figure out the true or some kind of bad behavior or bad data. And also, you also can use as a gas fee. You can how to consume the data, and also you want to use blockchain to confirm or prove your data is true or not. You also need those kind of gas to do. Of course, included like DAO governance also is SAGA token, the user scenario. Yeah.
Definitely. And now that we're into 2021, the DeFi craze continues to grow. Decentralized exchanges continue to soar in volumes. What is your prediction on how DeFi will grow over the year 2021?
Yeah, from my currently DeFi, a lot of I still, for example, the two important direction. One is kind of exchange swap, like the Uniswap or SUSI. Another is lending, like Compound, and also include. We also have a lending protocol called Win, Win.finance. But currently, all those protocol is become very similar right now. Just the size is different. In next step, I believe the traditional financial mechanism will come in. For example, the credit elements will come in. They will help people to use their money more easily, more low cost, and that is real finance. That have to link to the credit, reputation, and also identity, data, etc. That's why I think it's credit-based DeFi will become an important direction. But it's quite challenging because decentralized mechanism, people think, okay, I don't need credit. I just use staking to do those things. Like we do a DeFi protocol Win, that is credit-based. You can put a few money, got more money, but based on your credit element. So we will try to run more of those kind of case. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really interesting how the industry will need to integrate credit, and credit sort of requires past history, and I guess for that you would need the ontology decentralized identity to sort of prove that you're building up credit so that you can get bigger loans and prove trustworthiness, but also protecting your personal information and the privacy at the same time, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That is actually can reform the financial mechanism. For example, in DeFi, you need into your personal information because it's just kind of asset exchange, right? But in traditional financial service institution, your personal information is quite important. So you need to apply financial service. But the data, your personal data, those kind of data is controlled by financial institution without not yourself. But in next time, those kind of things will be reformed. You control your data and private to the financial institution.
Yeah, there's a big flippening that's happening in the industry. So for 2021, what is the SAGA team continuing to work on, and do you have development updates and plans for the first half of the year?
Yeah, we will issue a new white paper, which will cover the whole decentralized data protocol and also cover the scenarios. For example, decentralized data exchange market, that is already be there, and we will do a lot of enhancement to that. And also it's kind of data exchange middleware modules. They can help people to transfer the data as a decentralized way to on-chain to off-chain, off-chain to on-chain, on-chain to on-chain, off-chain to off-chain. That's all kinds of combination will be done based on these protocols. And also included the personal data wallet called On2. They will work together with SAGA. They can help people, individual, to use this kind of client to manage the data very easily, as a decentralized way. So all those things will be done in the before the Q2.
Well, that's very exciting. Looking forward to following along with that. And we're running out of time, but my last question is, what is one key success factor do you think that SAGA will need for the long-term success of the SAGA project?
Since a lot of data protocol in history, actually, the past 3 or 4 years, but few be success, a lot of be closed. That means people realized the decentralized data is not only one single protocol. They need a lot of infrastructure and the tools around it. For example, the infrastructure, blockchain infrastructure, decentralized identity protocol, personal data wallet, a lot of crypto models. So Ontology and the ecosystem already have those kind of infrastructure and models. So SAGA will be more chance to be successful, to work together with those infrastructure or fundamental models to be a successful data protocol.
Definitely. And is your team right now looking to expand either with more strategic partners or team members or just customers and stakers? And how can they find out more about the project?
Yeah, one thing is we already have lots of partners. For example, the personal data On2 already, most public blockchain is our partner, and a lot of DeFi projects is our partners. Once we private those kind of data protocol, especially all those end user can easily use tools to join the protocol. All those application, DeFi or dApps or public chain, they can easily integrate it with us. We already have a partnership for them. And also we have the partnership with traditional big player, like we just work together with a Daimler company, Mercedes-Benz, for the data, personal car data management, exactly. So those kind of protocol also can link to the traditional world as well. So I'm quite confident based on the past 3 years, a lot of potential cooperation in the future will coming.
That's great, Li. Okay, well, I will leave the links to SAGA Protocol and the Ontology details in the description box below. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. All the best with SAGA in these first few months of 2021, and let's follow up in the near future.
Yeah, thanks, Ashton. Nice to be here. Yeah, keep in touch.